Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel, Digital Storm. And I'm Dennis, and today what I'm going to do is show you how to add and set up a domain name on a Plesk control panel. And it really doesn't matter if you're using DigitalOcean, Vultr, AWS, or wherever it is, it's set up the same way. So what we need to do is open a new tab and then go to wherever your provider is and copy your IP address. Go back, hit paste. You put a colon 8443. That's the port number for your login page for the Plesk control panel. As you could tell, it just took me right into it. But when you get to the login page, just go ahead and for the username, just put admin and the passcode that you had at the time that you set up Plesk. If you haven't got to that far about setting up Plesk, I got a video of how to set up Plesk on DigitalOcean. You can watch that and be caught up. Now, when you get into this, as you could tell, I do not have any domains listed on my Plesk control panel. At this time, I want to go down to Add Domain. And then it'll bring you to this site, or this little section, adding new domain. You could already one that you have registered if you already own one, or you could have Plesk assign you a temporary one. And of course, when we go down, we could do more altering. But right this time, I've got a name that I want to set up, and that name is going to be Kotzen.xyz that I've already got. So I'm going to just type in Kotzen.xyz, and then after we get down there, the IP address, of course, none. Now we see we got Kotzen. I'm going to put my own passcode in there, but you could put whatever you want, or you could have it auto generate one for you. Just make sure it's a good strong passcode and be able to keep it that way. Then come down and click add domain. And as you can tell, it's configuring everything that's needed in order to run my domain. Configuring the PHP, the mail, you name it, it's doing it. It says domain Kotzen XYZ created. It's down here, it's talking about domain resolve settings, because we don't have it pointed to that yet, but we will get it pointed to it. And as you can tell, it brought me into my Kotzen XYZ, and here is all the stuff that we need to do in order to set stuff up, like the SSL, TSL. And now what we do, we need to point this domain to this particular IP address. So go to whatever registered that you got your domain. In my case, it's going to be namecheap.com. As you can tell, I got it registered here, and what we go ahead and go over to Advanced DNS, and I'm going to add some records to my file in order to point it over to my new website. And we need you to copy your IP address again, go back to your register, and regardless which register it is, it should be similar. You could find your host records, your glue records, or whatever they call them, DNS records. And in this case, right here under, if you're on Namecheap, go to Advanced DNS, go down to Host Records, and go to Add New Record. We're going to add a record. And since this is your root, the @ symbol, and we're going to add an IP address. We're going to click this little green check symbol, and that will add it to it. We need at least one more for this time being, and it's going to be a CNAME record. Go ahead and click it and type in www and whatever your domain is. In my case, is Kotzen XYZ. Yeah, we're going to leave everything the same, and we're going to click the check mark. This right here will point our domain to the hosting service that we're using. See, if I go over to domain, you can tell I'm still using Namecheap basic DNS service. So it's still using their DNS resolver, but I'm going to show you in another video how to set it up where you can use DigitalOcean. But at this video, it's going to be Namecheap. And then go to whatsmydns.net and click enter. Type in your name, Kotson.xyz. What this does is basically kind of let me know how fast it's starting to propagate. So basically, when it does this, it's already acknowledging all the 137s, and if you look at my numbers, 137184. So it's doing a very quick job of getting everything propagated. There's a few X's, but they're eventually going to turn to check marks. And of course, you could go to CNAME and click search, and all my CNAMEs starting to propagate. So that is a good sign. Now, we got Kotson XYZ set up and pointing, but let's look at it. Under a new tab, XYZ. Click enter, and you come to this page. I'm on Firefox, so this will come to me. Now, if you're on Microsoft Edge or Google Chrome, you could type in "this is unsafe," and it will go ahead and bypass this screen. Now, if you're on Firefox, just go click advance and accept the risk and continue. Of course, it says this is the default web page generated for Kotson, so that's good. We know it's got it our domain edit and set up on Plesk control panel. And the next thing we're going to do on another video is show you how to install WordPress and set it up. So click the like, thumbs up, and comment below.